Alan Wake, a fantasy thriller survival horror action game. Okay, that sounded better in my head. Alan Wake was a very strange game, but a game that I enjoyed nonetheless. The story and characters engaged me, the combat was pretty damn fun, and the game graphically looked pretty good. Oh, and the game happened to end in a cliffhanger, with little word if a sequel would be in development. But there was a spin-off released in 2012, titled Alan Wake's American Nightmare. This isn't a direct sequel, more of an alternate reality, as it is an episode of the Night Springs TV show, a fictional show existing in the Alan Wake universe. Kind of like the Twilight Zone. Strangely, this is an episode written by Alan himself, and you know what? It's probably better not to overthink it. Ignoring how it fits into the Alan Wake canon, the story follows our titular hero, trying to stop his evil doppelganger, Mr. Scratch. Soon, Alan realizes that he is stuck in a time loop and must break free. The story is nothing special, but is serviceable, and while Mr. Scratch may not be the deepest character, he is a cool enough villain. Now, the real highlight of the game is the combat. Your flashlight is still your strongest weapon, dodging is still as satisfying as ever. But this time, ammo isn't nearly as scarce, and you get a lot more weapons, completely ditching the survival horror aspect. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, as this makes the game a lot more fun. Collecting manuscript pages enabled to get you weapons like SMGs or sniper rifles, and these weapons can easily annihilate your enemies, and gives a good enough reason to scavenge the environment for these collectibles. The enemy variety is diverse enough to keep the combat fresh. While the graphics aren't up to par with the first, they're still satisfactory. The one problem I have with the gameplay is the whole time loop thing. This means you'll revisit the same locations a couple of times and be forced to redo some of the scenarios. Fortunately, this isn't as bad as one may think, as certain tasks wouldn't have to be repeated when replaying these scenarios. Overall, the 4 to 5 hour campaign has enough memorable scenes to be worthwhile, and there is an extra mode called the Arcade to keep you busy. While many may consider this game short, it is important to note that it is only $10 on Steam. Considering how fun the game is, I would say it is worth it. Alan Wake's American Nightmare gets a solid 8.5 out of 10.
But I wish these things would stop blatantly violating the laws of physics in my observatory.